What would you do if you caught someone trying to poison your trust, right under the glow of a family dinner's candlelight? I never thought I'd face that question, but there I was, heart pounding, staring into the eyes of my mother-in-law, Evelyn, as she slid a glass of wine toward me with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. The dining room was warm, the clink of silverware and soft chatter filling the air, but something about her gesture felt wrong. I'd seen her earlier, in the kitchen, her back turned, pouring something into my glass from a small vial. My stomach twisted. This wasn't just suspicion, it was betrayal, served neat. Evelyn had never liked me. From the moment I married her son, Daniel, she'd treated me like an intruder, her words laced with polite venom. I was the outsider who'd stolen her perfect boy, the one who didn't fit her vision of a proper daughter-in-law. But this was a new low. I gripped the stem of the wine glass, my mind racing. What was in it? A sedative? Something worse? I couldn't confront her, not yet. Not with Daniel's father, Richard, sitting across from me, oblivious, sipping his own drink. Not with Daniel beside me, laughing at some story his cousin was telling. I had to be smart. I glanced at Evelyn. Her eyes flicked to my glass, expectant, almost eager. That's when the idea struck mess harp, reckless, but irresistible. If she wanted to play games, I'd play better. I excused myself, pretending to adjust my napkin, and in one swift motion, I switched my glass with Richard's. My heart hammered as I sat back, forcing a smile. Evelyn didn't notice. She was too busy watching me, waiting for me to take a sip. I leaned back in my chair, my pulse a drumbeat in my ears, and watched. Richard raised his glass, his usual toast about family and togetherness on his lips. Evelyn's smile faltered, just for a second, but it was enough. She knew. Her hand twitched toward him, but it was too late. He drank deeply, his throat bobbing as he swallowed. The room seemed to hold its breath. I waited, torn between guilt and grim satisfaction. Would he slump over? Would he clutch his chest? I didn't know what she'd put in that glass, but I knew it wasn't meant for him. Minutes passed. Nothing. Richard kept talking, his voice steady, his face unchanged. Evelyn's gaze darted between us, her composure cracking. I felt a strange mix of relief and disappointment. Had I misjudged her? Or had she miscalculated her dose? I leaned forward, my voice low, and said, "Evelyn, you look pale. Everything okay?" Her eyes widened, a flicker of fear crossing her face before she masked it with a tight smile. Dinner dragged on, but the air was thick with unspoken questions. Daniel squeezed my hand under the table, oblivious to the silent war between his mother and me. I couldn't tell him not yet. I needed proof. As the plates were cleared, I slipped into the kitchen, where I'd seen Evelyn with the vial. There, tucked behind a jar of spices, was a small glass bottle, half empty, labeled sedative. Not lethal, but enough to knock someone out for hours. Enough to humiliate me, maybe, or worse still, make me seem unstable in front of Daniel's family. I pocketed the vial, my mind spinning with what to do next. Confronting Evelyn would be easy, but it wouldn't be enough. She'd deny it, twist the story, paint me as paranoid. No, I needed her to confess, to unravel in front of everyone. I returned to the table, the vial burning a hole in my pocket, and suggested a toast of my own. To family, I said, raising my glass, Richard's glass, now mine. To trust, and to truth coming to light. Evelyn's face drained of color. Later that night, as the guests left and Daniel helped his father to the car, I cornered Evelyn in the hallway. "I know what you did," I whispered, holding up the vial. Her mouth opened, then closed, her eyes darting for an escape. "I didn't drink it," I continued. "Richard did." Her gasp was sharp, raw. "Don't worry," I said, my voice cold. "He's fine. But you won't be if I tell Daniel." She stammered, her usual poise crumbling. "It was just to make you sleep," she admitted, voice trembling. "To show Daniel you're not right for him." I could have screamed, exposed her then and there. But I saw the fear in her eyes, the desperation of a woman clinging to control. And I realized something. I didn't need to destroy her. She'd done that herself. "You'll never try this again," I said. "Or I tell everyone." She nodded, defeated. In the days that followed, Evelyn avoided me, her barbs replaced by silence. Daniel noticed the change, but didn't press. I kept the vial, a quiet reminder of what I'd survived. Trust was broken, but I protected my place in this family not with vengeance, but with strength. Sometimes, The best revenge is letting someone live with their own guilt, watching them unravel under the weight of what they've done.